Hello BookTube. So today I'm going to do a joint review of the two books, or at least so far the first two books, or the two books in the Age of Tyranny series. The first step is the Traitor God, and the second one is God of Broken Things, both by Johnston. So as usual with my discussion videos, reviews, expect spoilers. You've been warned. So what can I say about these? So let's start with the Traitor God. Edrin Walker is gifted. He's a mage. He has been exiled from his home city of Sitharis for the better part of a decade after something happened for which he cannot remember. But he does know he made a deal that for as long as he is away from Sitharis, that he is in exile, his best friend Linus and Chara will live, that they will be protected. One night when the latest place he's been staying comes under attack by the Skullgrim, he feels that his best friend is being murdered. Horribly murdered. And he knows he must return to Sitharis to find out what happened to him. In finding out what happened to his best friend Linus, he discovers traitors within the Arcanum, the College of Mages that rules Sitharis, that there's, amongst the gods of Sitharis, there's a traitor who's seeking to capitalize on the chaos for his own ends, and there is an ancient enemy rearing its ugly head once again. I really enjoyed this book. Edrin Walker is a fantastic creation. He's just fantastic. Cameron Johnston did a brilliant job creating him. And how he ultimately wins his battles at the end is phenomenal. It always relies on him performing some kind of trick, and it's just wonderfully done. So one of the things is within this magic system is that most mages have some kind of physical or elemental powers. There's like body magic where you can enhance the body, and usually the most proficient of those become knights, who are just walking devastation machine. They're just like human dynamos. And then there are like elementalists, water, air, fire, earth, who when trained are phenomenally deadly and brilliant. And then there is Edrin Walker, who is a tyrant. A tyrant is basically what would usually be considered a telepath. He can read minds, he can dominate minds, he can destroy minds. And his particular brand of magic is, for that very reason, deeply feared. And he's always under threat of being executed for treason, for being a monster, and what have you. So it's kind of interesting watching him grow as a character over the course of this book and the God of Broken Things. What else can I say? So anyway, definitely if you haven't read The Traitor God, you should definitely check it out. So moving on to the God of Broken Things, which I read and finished the past few days and finished it yesterday. Oh, this is phenomenal. So this takes place a few months after what comes to be called Black Autumn, when traitors within the College of Mages, or the Arcanum, the god who's betrayed the city, and a Skullgrim invasion were beaten back and devastated the city. So a few months later, it's time for Sitharis to strike back. They're going to liberate a nearby port that fell under Skullgrim attack, and they're going to send a relief force to aid a northern people called the Clanholds, of which Edred Walker is a part of. His mother was a clanholder, or was from the Clanholds. Unfortunately, everything goes to shit. It's a trap. Several traps, actually. And again, basically the main antagonist is Skull. They finally meet the leader of the Skullgrim, the ancient enemy who's possessing him, and learn basically much of the history of the world that they never knew. And ultimately why the enemy is so intent on capturing Sitharis, and what happened to the gods, and why the gods of Sitharis have been absent for much of the series. And it is just brilliantly done. Again, Edred Walker is brilliant in this novel. He just pops. The first person point of view, well done. I thought some of the minor characters could have had a little bit more characterization, although maybe not necessarily a whole lot of time to do that or space to do that in. But it is just brilliantly done. Particularly like his Edred Walker's grandmother, who is just a horrible piece of work. Brilliant character. It's just so incredibly well done. I greatly enjoyed this book. Hopefully, Cameron Johnston will have a new release in the not too distant future. Anyway, so that was my review of the 2 books in the Age of Tyranny series. Again, hopefully, if you want to check them out, go ahead and do so. And I will talk to you later. Thank you, BookTube.